Hi, I'm Kim Montagnese. Today I'd like to show you how to make special wedding mementos for those special people in your life. I'm going to be showing you today how to do a photo transfer of the little ring bearer's pillow here. And this is all done through the software and the computer, and it's really, really cool. I think you'll enjoy it. This is something that couple can take with them and keep as a memento long after the wedding. So let's get started. I have my software already loaded into the computer. So the first thing I'm going to need is a photograph. So I'm going to come over here to my photographs. There's the photo right there. I'm going to open the photo, and that's going to automatically load right into the software. So what we see here is the photograph behind the shape that the kaleidoscope is going to be formed in. So this photo was chosen because of its triangular design here. See how this looks kind of like a triangle? This wedge here is also like a triangle. The problem is that their triangle is going in the wrong direction. So we're just going to flip them right over like that. We're going to put them right back over there. We're going to shrink it down a little bit, and we're going to try to fit them in. The tendency is to try to get everything in there, and sometimes you end up cutting off body parts. So I'm going to show you what happens when you cut off body parts. You get some kind of weird, weird little things going on. And by clicking over here, you can kind of see how they come together. See how his face sort of sticks together. So what you want to do is shrink it down enough so that it fits in, and none of the body parts are going to be inside the seam allowance. Now you'll also notice over here in the preview, there's white showing in here, so we don't want that. So there's a fix for that. Here's a little eyedropper. We're going to click on the eyedropper, and we can click on any color that's within the photograph. So we could click on peach or white or anything else, but today I'm going to click on the dark brown. And you see what happened there is that it filled in every place where it was white before is now dark brown. There's also dark brown in the center, which you may or may not care about, but we're okay with that today because we're going to be tacking ribbons down, and that's going to be where the rings are going to go. Now I'd like to show you, we're going to be making a square pillow today. So we're going to go down here to the square template with 8 sections, and there we are again. Now it's showing us the template, and here's the preview over here. Now her knees are facing in this direction. I think I want them right up here in the wedge. So I'm going to flip this horizontally. Do you see what happened there? She just kind of flipped right around there. And now we can see that it looks pretty good. There's no body parts missing. So you're just going to want to fiddle around with this a little bit and kind of get your photo just how you want it. So this is pretty good for me, so I'm going to go ahead and print it. And I'm going to take my photo that's already on the paper and print it into the computer. It's going to come out like this. And we're just going to trim so we can make our pillow. We're just going to trim it real quick. Okay, this is on photo transfer paper, so the fabric actually goes right through the printer. So when you pull it off, see how nice and light it is? It's just like silk. So what we have here is one that's already finished. It's already been printed. We've added 2 short borders, a long border. Now I'm going to show you adding the longer border. I'm going to bring it over here to the sewing machine. Get ready to sew. Okay, we have a foot on here that has a little edge guide. Okay, so we're going to stitch that right on, and I don't have to be real careful because it has this nice little edge guide on it. Okay, when we're done with this, we're going to want to flip the border over, and we're going to be stitching it or pressing it on the opposite side. So when we come back over here, we're going to go to the back side. We're going to press it toward the photo so that it's not going to shadow through. We're going to use a pressing cloth on the photograph so that the ink doesn't come off. Next, we're going to get our backs. We're going to have 2 pieces that look almost like this, and we're going to stitch a little folded seam on the back. We're going to do that on both pieces. So it looks like this. And all of these instructions, don't worry too much about all of the measurements and everything. It's all printed out on the website for you. So these two pieces are going to overlap. So the little ring bearer can have a little place to put his hands. We're going to stitch this ruched elastic. We're going to cut 2 lengths of that and put that on there. We're going to be stitching either end of that with a little zigzag stitch. At this point, if you want to put some trim on, this would be a great time to put the trim on. Right on there, stitch it on. We're going to lay this on top. We're going to stitch all the way around, flip it open, use our point turner to get the little corners out, and then you're all set. Then you can put your little pillow form right in the opening in the back. And then your bride and groom are going to have a wonderful keepsake long after their wedding is over.